Oh, hello there. Welcome to NAR. In November 2019, 37-year-old Ashley Lynn Chavez pled guilty to embezzling more than $160,000 from her former employer. After this plea, the court allowed Chavez to remain out of custody as she awaited her sentencing. I mean, what could go wrong, right? It's not like the criminal will try to find criminal ways to cheat the system like she's done before, right? Well, conveniently, just a day before her sentencing, she received a note from her doctor. The Department of Justice reported that the note said Chavez's doctor found some cancerous cells in Chavez's uterus. Chavez handed this note to a lawyer, who then submitted it to the court and asked the court to be lenient on their client. However, little did the lawyer and court know, Chavez had actually written this note herself and forged her doctor's signature. Didn't she think they'd contact this doctor for verification? When you're desperate, you do lose all common sense, huh? Well, upon hearing this, the court did feel sympathy for Chavez and decided to let her stay out of jail for an additional 3 months so she could receive medical treatment. But this only came after her sentence was revealed. Chavez would be sentenced to 12 months and 1 day in federal prison for her embezzlement crime. Her additional 3 months meant she'd stay for 3 months out of jail before serving her sentence. Seems like our little embezzler took this as an opportunity to cook up more letters, because after this, she went on to replace a lawyer, probably because she was disappointed that the lawyer couldn't get the court to reduce the sentence, seeing that their client now most likely had cancer. The new lawyer also started receiving new notes from 2 doctors near San Diego, with one of them writing that Chavez's cancer was starting to win the fight. I guess at this point, she thinks that the prison sentence will be wiped clean, as these may be her last days. Obviously, the first note didn't show how concerning Chavez's condition was. Ashley has limitations due to uterine cancer and future need for radiation. The notes also revealed that the treatment Chavez was going for weren't being very effective against her uterine cancer. Another note said she was now undergoing surgery, and the next said her cancer had now progressed to stage 2 and spread to her cervix. Man, she was really determined to push this lie, really giving no damn about the disrespect towards real cancer victims. The notes continue. By August 2021, the notes claimed that she was starting chemotherapy. This led to another note which claimed that she was too ill to risk exposure to COVID-19 and therefore she was advised not to go to work anymore. All these notes were submitted to court by the lawyer, who argued that their ill client had to be relieved of the restitution payment to her victims as she could no longer work now. This woman has got some big balls, alright. She hires a new lawyer worth money, yet is trying to get out of paying people the money she stole from them. And again, at the same time, she gives no damn about faking cancer. But wait, the notes didn't stop there. The doctors soon started arguing that Chavez shouldn't go to prison as her cancer had now metastasized and spread to her lymph nodes. Of course. So much bad luck for poor Chavez. I mean, according to her fake notes, she's now some sort of victim in all of this who needs to be excused. A year in prison could be a death sentence for my patients. I highly recommend the chance to allow home confinement or anything else you deem appropriate. So, she wants to get out of jail time and also doesn't want to pay back the money she stole. She really thought this through. Didn't waste those extra 3 months at all. I guess this note finally did what Chavez had been hoping for this whole time. But little did Miss Chavez know, the court decided to contact the doctors and hear about their recommendations. Oh wait, what did I say earlier? The only weakness in this otherwise foolproof plan. Both of these doctors denied having written those letters. They said they didn't know what was going on. One of them agreed to having had Chavez as a patient, but they didn't recall diagnosing her with cancer, let alone writing any notes for her. The second doctor didn't even know who the heck Chavez was. So yeah, the jig was up. It was time to face the music. On April 1st of this year, Chavez pled guilty to new charges of justice obstruction. So on top of her original sentence, 10 years were added. This is amazing. Though 10 years seems a bit low for me, faking cancer and forging signatures, which must be fraud, right? I'm sure it's fraud. But upon further research, it seems she got the maximum sentence. Good. The defendant went to great lengths to avoid reporting to prison for her prior fraud conviction by faking doctor's notes claiming she had cancer, an insult to cancer patients everywhere. Imagine trying to avoid 1 year in jail and in the process you just managed to multiply your stay by tenfold.
Ha! What a dumbass!
May today's guilty plea finally put an end to this odyssey to obstruct justice, which in the end will only add additional time to her sentence. Keep the person in jail next time while they await their sentencing. That's what I think will bring an end to this nonsense.